Welcome back, my dear children, to another revision video. Today, we are going to learn the amazing story of how our cells grow and multiply. It's the secret life happening inside you right this very second. So let's start with a really big question that this whole chapter answers. Have you ever thought about it? How do you go from just one single cell to the trillions and trillions of cells that make you, well, you? It's the story of how we are all made. Here's our roadmap for today's lesson, a very simple plan to master this important chapter. We'll look at a cell's life, then its two ways of dividing, compare them, see why it's important, and finish with a quick recap for your exam. Chalo, let's dive right into our first section and understand the life story of a single cell. What does it do all day? First things first, we must understand what the cell cycle is. You can think of it as the cell's personal instruction manual for division. It's the recipe it follows to make new cells. Now, what's really interesting here is that the cell spends over 95% of its time just getting ready. This long preparation stage is called interphase. And within that, the S phase is absolutely crucial, because that's when it doubles all of its DNA. Only after all that preparation does it enter the short M phase to actually divide. Okay, let's move to our next section to see how cells make exact copies of themselves. This process, my children, is called mitosis. Think of it like a perfect copy machine. Mitosis is a simple four-step dance. And to remember the steps for your exam, you just have to remember one easy word, PMAT. That's prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. See? Simple. And this picture, it brilliantly illustrates the first two stages. Look. In prophase, the tangled DNA condenses to become these neat little chromosomes. Then in metaphase, they line up so perfectly in the middle. So disciplined. Then, in the final stages, the cell pulls the copies apart, and then divides its cytoplasm in a process called cytokinesis to make two brand new, absolutely identical daughter cells. Okay, time for a quick quiz break to check your understanding. This is a very, very common exam question, so pay attention. An onion root tip cell has 16 chromosomes. After it finishes M phase, how many chromosomes will the new cells have? And the answer is still 16. Why? Because mitosis is an equational division. It's just like a photocopy machine. It makes an exact copy. The number of chromosomes stays the same. Shabash if you got that one right. Now, for sexual reproduction, cells need a different, more special kind of division, and that is called meiosis. This one isn't about making copies, it's about creating variety. So, the most crucial point about meiosis is that it's a reduction division. It actually halves the chromosome number, and it shuffles the genes around to create variety. This is so, so important. You see, meiosis I is the main reduction step. This is where the pairs of homologous chromosomes find each other and then they separate into two new cells. This is the moment the chromosome number gets cut in half. Meiosis II is much simpler. It actually looks just like mitosis. Its only job is to separate the sister chromatids. And in the end, we get 4 haploid daughter cells. Now this is a very, very important slide for your exams, my children. A favorite question is to compare mitosis and meiosis side by side. So let's do it. This table clearly shows you all the key differences you need to remember. Mitosis is for growth, meiosis for reproduction. 1 division versus 2. 2 identical cells versus 4 different cells. And most importantly, crossing over happens only in meiosis. Just remember this table. So why do we study all this? It's not just for marks, beta. It's because this entire process is happening inside you right now. It's the story of life itself. Very simply put, mitosis is for growth and repair. It's how you heal when you get a cut. And meiosis is essential for the continuation of life and for creating all the beautiful diversity we see all around us. Okay, my dear students, exams are near, so let's do a super quick final revision of the most important points from this chapter. Ready? Just remember these key facts, and you will be very, very well prepared for any question from this chapter. Interphase is prep time. Mitosis is equational, meiosis is reductional, mitosis for growth, meiosis for gametes. That's it. And always remember how amazing your body is. You are made of trillions of these hardworking cells. If they can do all this complicated work, you can definitely ace this exam. Don't you worry. You have prepared well, and you're going to do great. All the very best.